Small forward at 6'9", number 15, Justin Reed.
Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. Hi folks, this is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Bones Hyland.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Nick Richards out there with Filipowski. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Rupert in at the shooting guard position. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick, and it's Reed in at the 3. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Outside Dick from deep. Richards pulls it in. And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. Pass to Wilson. Here's Rupert. Clock at 6. Inside. Richards' shot is off. Right side Reed. Oh, connects again.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set in 1961.
Good on the shot.
And just lethal as a scorer from all over the floor. Mid-range is in the range for Devin Booker.
Reed with it. Richards picks him up. Outside Reed. Toronto shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first one falls. And so Reed nails them both.
Now, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Booker. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Rupert. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Reed, good. Reed's got 6.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Booker. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense. And here's the fast break. Here's Quickley. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Now, since going in the 2020 first round, Quickley has gotten a lot more selective with his shot taking and shot making, a sign of maturity.
Brent, we've seen Quickley step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay, in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He contributed 40 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Wiggins, he's checked in for the Suns. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And having a man of his talents in the small forward position gives them so many options. On both ends of the floor, he's able to swoop in and provide his team with just about anything they need.
Toronto making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Now here's Booker. Sinks the tray. He has 7.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Reed passes to Quickly. Shoots over Booker. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
And the basket by Rupert. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, let's take a look at the shooters who have been on a roll since the break. The NBA field goal percentage leaders over the second half of the season. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And so he makes both from the line. And we've got 1:18 left in the opening quarter. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 1. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here's Filipowski. No points yet. 6 on the shot clock. Highland misses. Now here's Reed. He's covered closely. Barnes passes to Barrett. Outside Reed. And it's good. He hits another one.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
Yeah, there are only 2 other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty is putting it lightly.
Wiggins for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And got it! Another basket!
We are bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons.
Boy, he's delivering night in and night out and nearing 3rd all-time for scoring in a season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark from 1987 is in his sights.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Raptors. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto? Really well in the win against the Clippers. The kick out to Wiggins. The 3 is up. Rebound, Toronto. Bertle's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Suns trail by 7. Wiggins finds Highland. Now here's Booker. Reed defending. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Booker on the attack. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Booker's got 9 points.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and staying out of the way?
Wow!
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to Robinson Earl. Wiggins outside to the middle. Here's Booker. Oh, rejected by Poeltl.
Poeltl, a very skilled defender, using that size and length to send that one back.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Toronto. Right side read. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Rupert. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Booker. 3 on the clock. There's the triple. Barnes with the rebound.
And he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Up top, Booker. He's guarded by Barnes. Pulls up at the elbow. Booker can't get it to go.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Reed. Takes it and hits yet again. Wow!
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Boy, he's already left his mark on history as he now moves into third place for most points in a season. Just amazing.
And can you believe he's passed Michael Jordan? The name alone tells you he's done something special.
And so it's Toronto in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. Let's go back in time to Shaq's rookie season. Kenny, what was your first impression of it?
I was in shock. I'd never seen a combination of size and skill that couldn't beat us. I knew he couldn't beat us. I was like, it's no way. I don't care what he has.
You know I can read your mind. I know you wanted to say a combination of size and ugliness, but that's okay. I'm the belle of the ball.
You could never beat us.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Suns.
This has been a struggle for them, to say the least. They're completely discombobulated. That's why they're shooting under 30%.
The truth hurts. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 13-point game. Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Devin Booker, Filipowski out there with Nick Richards. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Filipowski. Let's go with a 3. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Booker in close.
When most fans think of Devin Booker, they think of the range, but man, he's attacking right now to get to the line.
Left side Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pass to Richards. Here's Wilson. Off the mark there with a three.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Oh, that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
And we are witnessing some classic high-flying action.
Is that a crowd pleaser or what? No matter what building you're in.
And that's what the fans, they want to see it. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Reed misses the layup. Suns trail by 15. Booker fires from way outside. Offensive board. Pass to Wilson from the arc. Gets the three to fall. Wilson's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession.
Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch. Layup. Reed's got 26 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Tries to break his ice. Highland misses. And so it's Toronto, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got R.J. Barrett He's out there with Grady Dick, and it's Ingram in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Outside, Highland driving to the basket. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Phoenix making a switch here. Outside Reed. Outside Dick. Now Reed. Outside Dick. Barrett passes to Reed. Here's Dick. Connects from downtown. Dick's got 9 points now in the second half.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Highland looking for an opening. A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
Quickly is checked in for Barrett. And the Suns also making a change. Booker's checked in.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Highland, the pass to Booker. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
It's Reed with a drive, and the layup is good off the glass. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Into the lane. And Booker gets double teamed. And a nice finish on the layup.
Well, finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Outside Reed. Pass to Barrett. No good on the three.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Booker. Here's Wilson. Reed defending. Here's Filipowski. Here's Wilson. Booker for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Right side Reed. Banked it in off the glass. Reed's got 32 points in the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
The Raptors have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
Both shots good from the strike. A minute 20 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jay.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's Holton. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, really a quality pass there from Highland. Saw the opening and helped a ready shooter to use it.
Here's Reed. Wilson grabs the board. The Suns on offense. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's Bassey. And he bangs it home with one hand. And so here is Toronto. They lead by 17. Here's Reed. Driving in. Uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 34. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.
What's next, MP? You going after Wilt? Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Yo, keep this thing to regulation. I got plans after the game.
Triple Threat Park today with one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show once again. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using today? Because this is going to be a good one.
I'm going to be using Invincible LaMelo Ball. That's definitely my favorite card. This came out all year.
So I'll be running with Invincible Giannis, so I can help with any of the other skills that need taken care of in this game.
And I just want no excuses, so I'm running Invincible Wemby.
Let's look at our opponents here. Who do we got? Paul George. Ooh, Kawhi. That's going to be a good defensive team, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Shy. But yeah.
Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen John make a three. Normally he just stands under the basket. Okay, John.
Man, you have him moving. There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with LaMelo like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards just because he had on every 6'11". A lot of people run digitally. Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah. That's
I went to your corner. My bad. Here you go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Danny.
Good pass.
Good pass.
Good defense by Kawhi.
It really is.
Oh!
Doesn't matter though.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D,
All
no
right.
threes.
No threes.
Boom corner.
Help.
Good stuff.
Stay on. Yep, no threes.
Yep.
Switch on screen? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'm down.
1 second.
That's fine. Ooh,
Man,
that was a tough
2 is
shot.
2.
That was a tough shot. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Game
shot!
Here we go.
That was nasty.
A shot only fit for a king of the court. Let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. That was disgusting. E-Bands, congratulations.
17 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 4 steals. MVP of the game for sure. Wow.
Didn't do it, Danny and Smith, for sure. Great team ball, great defense.
Thanks. You can just drop us back down to earth anytime you want. Thanks for the carry. That was amazing.
E-Bands, thank you so much for carrying Team 2K TV. You know, take some Tylenol. I hope your back's okay from carrying both of them. But that was one heck of a performance.
It definitely was. Thank you so much for joining us for our wrap party.
Thank you for having me.
And there it is. More games to come.
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashford reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want you to get out there, have fun, ball out till you can't ball no more. My one tip is, man, try something new. Promise you're going to enjoy yourself. Hey, and don't forget, make sure you're out there splashing, all right? Get out there and splash, man.
What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Naomi. Continue to bring all that positive energy. Continue to have a great time this summer. And honestly, my tip is super simple. Turn off that shot meter and turn on high risk. It helped me go from 40% to 60%. So go ahead. I'll see you out in the city, and I want to see all those greens. Peace.
Hey, this is E-Bands, the king of the court, and here are my 3 gameplay tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run after the defender's hip, you'll get an automatic blow by every time.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Up next, the Raptors. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche, and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Atlanta. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Raptors, they believed they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Grady Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Reed in at the 3. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
Outside, Russell. Adebayo with a screen on Quickly. Russell with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got a great handle.
Here's Russell after the made shot from Reed. Back to Adebayo. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Here's Reed. And it's Miami with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
Here's Pirtle. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. Pass to Ware. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Russell kicks to Dunn. Russell sets a screen for Dunn. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Reed. The shot from the low post is good. Reed's got 6. And still fresh on everybody's mind, the moment when MP eclipsed the incredible point total that Michael Jordan scored in his legendary 1986-87 season. Greg, you remember it well. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, he scored 3,000.
Wiggins passes to Johnson. Dunn looking over the floor. And here's Wiggins. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Now the Raptors moving it up, and Reed throws it down.
Well, this is something that Ingram has really worked on, and you see the results there with the perfect pass.
Here's Hansen. Barrett covering. Takes a 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Brandon Ingram's out there with Reed. And it's Mobo in at the center.
And good read. Wiggins sees the opening and does not hesitate.
And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He had 34 points, and he was efficient out there. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight. How'd that move work out? The important part is to get the ball in the basket, not to make the highlight reel. Come on.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Hansen. And Morris subbed in for Dunn.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
On the wing, Jaquez quickly covering. Barrett against Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And he's good on the 3 ball. Wiggins has got it back down to within single digits for Miami. Morris against Quickly. They grab their own miss. Morris kicks to Adebayo. Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And some changes here for the Heat. Ware's checked in, and it's done in for Andrew Wiggins. And then for Toronto, Abaji's checked in, and Dick subbed in for Barrett. Adebayo finds Jaquez. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Jaquez with the bucket.
Well, Jaquez doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he can hit those when he's feeling it.
Jaquez against Reed. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Here's Dick. Drills the 3-pointer. Dick's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside, Russell. Here's Adebayo. And too long on the shot. For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors leading by 15. Here's Reed driving the lane, and Reed throws it down.
In so many different ways. Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hawkins. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Reed. And he slams it down right on top of Bam Adebayo.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned...
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Jaquez with the bucket. And we've reached halftime in this one. Toronto ahead, leading by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. In the Eastern Conference, Jay.
He's been their catalyst when they need a bucket or they need someone to make a play. They know they could turn to him like I could turn to you, Ernie.
Indeed.
Playing the three, he offers a lot of versatility as well, Shaq.
Ain't that what I just said?
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Heat.
Their opponent is beating them up on the words, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan. And has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
D'Angelo Russell out there with Dunn. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Jaquez with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Russell. Sinks that one from the post. Russell's got his first basket. Raptors leading by 14. And check it out, some numbers for him.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Both free throws good from Reed. And Miami has possession. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Russell looking it over. There's the pick. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defense.
And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Done outside. Adebayo the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Dunn passes to Adebayo. Over Barnes. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bounce pass from Reed. And it's Miami with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Russell finds Dunn. From deep. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Adebayo with the screen on quickly. Connects from 3-point range. Russell's got 5.
Oh, my man way beyond the arc. D'Angelo snatched.
Reed misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So Dunn will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Grady Dick, and he's got his first chance at the line. Raptors leading by 9. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. They've got Reed. In the air and down hard.
Whoa, stop.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Morris looking over the floor. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Hansen. There's a screen. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Raptors shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
They certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now Reed. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. The Heat trail by 15. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And Toronto making a change here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Told his guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thanks so much, David. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Russell. Pass to Adebayo. Dunn kicks to Russell. The tray. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Reed. No good that time. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Quickly against Russell. Here's Ware. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Dick finds Barnes, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Dick can't get it to go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
And Dunn is just stunning, dribbling the ball. So many moves and amazingly quick to boot.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He has decided it's the right time to talk. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Reed. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
Between the legs, and he dunks it home!
It's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Adebayo against Barnes. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
To the inside, here's Hockett. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, there's the versatility Bam brings to the table. Defending, scoring in the post, facilitating. He's a complete package.
They get it back. Reed uses the glass to finish the layup. Reed's got 43 points.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. That's a solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
Like more
Fans live for games like this one.
Look out there, MD. What's up, bro?
MP, you win the Player of the Month so much they should name it after you.
The story continues. Welcome to 2K. Here we go. 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at Oklahoma City, and they're sitting with the 5th seed in the conference currently.
Looking at Oklahoma City, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. They've got Jalen Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Hart in at the power forward position. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Reed in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Now here's Reed. In the game against Miami, very impressive.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Hartenstein. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Now here's Quickley. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Wallace. Jacks up a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Reed passes to Barnes. From outside the arc. Drops in the three.
Oh, my goodness. What an answer from Scotty Barnes. Drills the comeback triple. Stop it.
Outside Hart. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Hartenstein a screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And he almost made them regret the